Hi guys, good morning. It's Reem again here. I want to make this video about a full yes. It sounds like a simple topic. You do things either with a full yes or you don't do them. But recently I had an experience with someone and it reminded me again of the importance of this topic and how things can show up. Um, it's my website. It's on my own name. Um, it is and it still is online. I had some blogs there, maybe a few videos. It wasn't that much well maintained, but it was still there. It has a bit of content. But later on I get soaked up in some other things, so I didn't really maintain the website very well. And then suddenly I got this message from a person. He wanted to have a coaching call, and he asked me for a price, and I offered him a price. And then there was a little bit of him like, yeah, I'm not sure. I said like, hey, listen, make up your decision, make up your mind, and reach out to me again here in WhatsApp if you're in. Now, took him about 1 or 2 weeks, and then I heard back from him, and then we planned the call. We had the call, and in the beginning of a call, I felt a bit kind of the vibe like, hey, what is this call exactly about? Because the price is, it's a bit high for me and having a bit of problems with money and blah blah blah. I say, yeah, I asked you to decide and you're here. I say, we're gonna do the call and it will be of much value. So he was having a few issues in his relationship with polarity. He wasn't feeling that strong, that masculine, that decisive leadership. That was not there. His woman wanted to take a bit of distance, wanted to focus more on work. So yeah, there was something there. We had a talk, 1 hour or 1.5 hours, and during the talk I discovered some other things which I also give some advice on actually. And finally I made a summary of the call. I sent it to him, sent him a recording as well. And it was about, I give him one tip for reading a book, 1 or 2 very practical exercises that work on those energy things that can really create a change, like a transformation over time. And also some reminders for during the day with some, I don't know what it was, maybe with some quotes or a little bit of text to read or something to reflect on him, to keep in constant reminding of certain things. And as well about some, just as a mindset, to read some articles about how as a man you can create that polarity. And he said to me in the end like, oh yeah, thank you for the call, but it's what you said actually was not so much new and I already know about these things. I said, do you apply them then or not? No, because blah blah blah. So it was a bit okay. So like, okay. And then it was after the call. I also said him the next week I'll hold you accountable and we have a very short check-in. It's 1 week from now through email. I say, I want to know what you've done. Now I send him 1 week the email later, no response up until today. And at the end of the call, he was again complaining about the money. So what's going on here, guys? This is just a super clear example of where someone is taking my time and is simply not there with a full yes. So this is something I try to avoid because I don't like to be in those energetical vibes, in those because My transmission is not there. It's not, maybe partly, but not full. It's not rewarded, it's not fully received, and in the end we are both not super satisfied. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to create this in my reality as well. Of course, sometimes things happen, you cannot create everything, but I try to be selective on these things. And this is something, if that guy was in touch with his intuition, he would have not taken the call at that moment with me, which is totally fine, you know. But here at this time, how things happen, not a full yes, hearing this, not taking actions, not responding to mail, yeah, it's just a waste of both of each other's time. And that's good to be aware of. So with this explanation, I'll put you in the role of this person. And of course, this is a coaching call context. There are many other contexts, maybe for setting up a date or meeting a friend or going on a certain trip. If it's not a full yes, guys, just think about it. How many times, if something did not end up the way you wanted to, how many times could you have kind of known it already? So there is an intelligence in our bodies that already also has a kind of voice and speaks to us in a certain way. If it's intuition or yeah, I think that's the most accurate word for this actually. Listen to that as well. It's also valid. It's also a valid voice. It's not only the mind. It's not only the logical. With this call, like, okay, this guy can help me maybe, he has this and this experience, let's go for this. But there's also that other voice, and as men we are nowadays quite disconnected from that, which is a huge opportunity cost for having actually an improved experience of life, to be in touch with that, to be that full yes. If it's not a full yes, there's doubt, questions, postpone it, don't do it. Maybe it's not the right time yet. There's nothing wrong with it. That's my message for you guys with an example. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, likes, and see you on the next one.